Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Property Management 101. In today's video, we'll be reviewing two books that have a lot of great principles that apply very well to the property management industry. For all book reviews that I'll be conducting, these books will be really geared towards the property management industry, and I'll always provide the links to these videos in the video description. Now, for all these videos on these book reviews, I have not been asked by either the publishing company or the author to provide a review for these books. I will post the last video review that I did in the video description as well. Now, on to the two books that are fantastic for the property management industry. The first one is actually Automatic Habits by James Clear. This book is fantastic for how you can create and develop your daily habits and making your day as productive as possible. This book is also really good for reviewing bad habits, creating good ones, and evaluating your current habits. James also hosts a podcast that he goes over other practices as well. James is actually a former baseball player that experienced a terrible accident early on in his baseball career that left him in a coma. Despite this terrible event, James was able to take some daily habits that he put together, and it took him from being in a coma to 6 years later being an academic All-American and breaking 8 records at his university. Unlike many of the books that I read, this one doesn't have a lot of quotes that really stuck out to me, but there was a lot of powerful steps that he mentioned that really stuck out to me well, and here's just a couple of them. One of the things that he outlines in this book is how to make bad habits unattractive and also how to build good habits by stacking habits. I'd highly recommend this book. This really will help your day be as productive as possible. And again, if you're interested in purchasing this book, I'll put the link in the video description. If you're enjoying this video and learning something new, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for future videos. And the second book that I want to review today is Extreme Ownership by Jocko, Willink, and Leif, Babin. This book is fantastic for leaders. I would strongly recommend this book to anyone that is a supervisor. For regional managers, property managers, maintenance supervisors, this book will be fantastic for. And as you guessed it, it's about ownership. I believe all of us that have been supervisors in this industry have at least one situation that didn't go well. And as we probably look back at that situation, there's probably things that occurred that we say to ourselves, we could have handled that differently. As U.S. Navy SEALs, the author of this book shared some of their experiences on the battleground and how extreme ownership allowed them and their teams to stay alive throughout some of the most dangerous places on Earth. One of my most favorite parts of the book was actually early on in the book. On page 28, he was evaluating a mission, and this mission gone bad. And one of his quotes that I felt that was super powerful for his mindset to really shift to an extreme ownership position was that as he was looking at all the mistakes, that he had this great realization. And his quote was, despite the mistakes that have been made, there was only one person to blame for everything that had gone wrong in this operation, me. And I really felt that this is a powerful moment in his life where he shifted to that extreme ownership position with all of his mindset regarding everything that occurs on the battleground. And I really believe after this moment, the author had much better self-awareness and much better extreme ownership moving forward that allowed him and his teams to become very successful in the battleground and really accomplish all the missions that have been assigned to them. Again, I'll post both links to these books in the description. And if you've not already done so, please watch my disclosure video as well as my why I do this video. And if you enjoyed this video and learned something new and are interested in these books or future videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. If you have any questions about this video or any of my videos, please comment below and I'll be happy to address it for you. Happy leasing!